I've just had an extraordinary day today, having conversation with some very interesting people. I had conversations with Dr. David Bisecker from the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, with Val Williams, with Rick Foster, and earlier today with Mike Rayburn, an entertainer and a comedian. And these different people from different walks of life shared with me sort of their view of what's going on in the world and sort of how they see the emerging history that seems to be coming up faster and faster in all of our lives. In the last interview, David Bisecker was talking about the need for intellectual humility and how maybe it's a function of the complexity in the world or whatever it might be, but that almost none of us have any idea, not almost, none of us have any idea really of what's going on or what's going to happen. We all have a point of view, we all have experience, we all have theories, but that at the end of the day, what I'm left with and what I'm really in touch with is how deeply blind I am, and even to the point of ignorance in many ways, in so many dimensions of life. As life has become increasingly complex, it's also become more rich. It's becoming fuller and more, not only more information available, but more people are connected and having meaningful conversations. I think sometimes this whole theme that we started called Possible Futures is misunderstood as being about the future. I think actually Possible Futures, this whole endeavor, really has more to do with the present. It's not what future are we going to have, or do you think this will happen or that'll happen. It has to do really with how do we relate to the future in general. And the more we can begin to humbly acknowledge that we have inherited a particular orientation to the future, an orientation that has the future sort of be the inevitable extension of the past. The more we can appreciate that that's not the truth, that that's one interpretation and one theory of life, perhaps then we can allow for the fact that the future is going to be whatever it is. And given human history, my bet would be probably it'll work out. But I also know that because of what I've been calling a real-time world, we also need to learn to keep up with evolution. Not only is evolution happening faster and faster, our human capacity to influence evolution and what directions we might go could also determine how the journey will proceed. As I say, I'm pretty confident that it's going to work out. How difficult the journey may be the choice, may be the option. And so really this whole set of conversations that we've been building is really not to give people answers, but to engage you, to engage me, to engage all the people that have been kind enough to come to these conversations in questions such that we can take a moment to reflect and to not so much jump on an answer, but to consider different answers and to consider different ways of looking at things, such that we can begin to learn to stand in each other's shoes, learn to appreciate our differences, take the idea of diversity to another level, that it's not just about tolerating our differences, but it's about needing each other's differences. And that somehow or another, whatever this future is going to be, it's not going to be a function of the past. Whatever this future is going to be, it's going to be the product of today and tomorrow. And each day that we keep creating new possibilities and keep creating new choices and keep interacting with each other in a much more profound, authentic, open, trusting, and loving way. That's what the Possible Futures is emerging and what's becoming for me.